of GPTs by OpenAI. And today I just wanted to show something that I thought was just beyond interesting, and it's technically already here, but you don't normally see it in the fashion of GPTs. But this is really amazing. Now, if you don't know what GPTs are, GPTs came out a few months ago, and they are basically your own version of ChatGPT that you can create that has your own instructions, any type of knowledge that you want to upload into that, and combination of skills, or it focuses on one skill. Now, something that's really, really cool and basically the icing on top about GPTs is that you can connect them to the outside world or an outside platform in the form of an action. And this is where a lot of people are trying to find out, how to basically implement this and connect to various amounts of platforms. Now, I've made over hundreds of GPTs and connected them to a plethora of platforms, not only for myself, but for clients. But in this video, I'm going to show something that I came across that I thought was just beyond unique and interesting. So we're going to switch over here to the OpenAI Forum. If you're in the world of ChatGPT and you have not created a profile for the OpenAI Forum, I highly encourage you to do so, just to come here and read and see the amazing ideas, use cases, and problems that are getting solved if you're using GPT, whether you're a developer or not. So inside of the category for plugins and action builders, Bloodline Alpha made a wonderful post that basically was talking about GPT to GPT communication, basically making agents. And this is something that I've been looking into for months and other things. But I was really intrigued on the way that he did this because I've never seen it done inside of ChatGPT itself. So he has a wonderful blog that I will be sharing later. And not to make this too long, but GPT to GPT is basically a method that uses large language models called agents to facilitate dialogue through prompt exchanges, and each agent is customized for a specific task, enhancing conversations with detailed and specialized responses. And you can do this with ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Llama, Mistral, whatever the case may be. And if this is not making sense, he also gave some use cases here. So think about a set of agents where you need help with creating complex documents such as research papers or novels or business plans. And each agent contributes to the different expertise in those areas, such as research, drafting, and editing, right? So you go to ChatGPT, you type in that you need help creating these business plans. Agent one gathers the ideas based on whatever that is. Agent two drafts up whatever they need to draft up, and then agent three reviews everything over and then send that back to you. And this could also just be done automatically as well, where this conversation is facilitated between the agents and you don't really have to talk to them or do anything. Another example is multi-level customer support. Right? Agents are deployed to handle a tiered customer support system where they can interact directly with users to resolve queries ranging from simple to complex, right? A user contacts a support about questions about a product. Agent one attempts to resolve the common issues or frequently asked questions. If unresolved, it goes to agent two, who handles more specific problems requiring deeper product knowledge. And then for complex issue, agent three engages with advanced troubleshooting or escalates it to a human. Now, those are really, really wonderful use cases, and there are many, many more that are actually being used now or can be thought of. Now, really quickly focusing on something called Devin AI, which came out a couple months ago by a company called Cognition, which is basically the first AI software engineer, which is really, really amazing. And that's kind of what this is based off of, or you could say is very similar to. So this project, what Bloodline Alpha did was create something called Your Typical Dev Shop. And Your Typical Dev Shop is basically a GPT that is the boss. And this GPT manages three personas. a junior persona, somebody who's very nervous and they're very shy of getting fired, so they don't do a lot of work because they're scared. They end up always passing it off to the intermediate developer or the senior developer. The intermediate developer is a competent dev who has to pick up the slack for both devs and is basically an overachiever. The third dev, which is a senior dev, which is like, the Elon Musk, the Mark Zuckerberg, they talk a lot of crap. They're loud and overconfident. They may make mistakes. They may make fun at the other devs. They get the job done, but they don't really care. And then they basically make the intermediate dev do all the work, right? And these are basically like interchangeable interactions that you don't even have to, be in. Now, I'm going to share this blog. I won't go over the whole thing, but what's really cool about this is that this is a full open source project where you can come to GitHub and basically implement this and make it happen. And I'm actually going to show that really quickly here. So what I'm going to do is pull up my Visual Studio Code. I'm going to actually pull up this project. And then what I'm going to actually do is run a command really quick. And then what I'm going to do is open up my terminal. I'm just going to leave that there really quick. I'm going to come into ChatGPT. I'm going to come to my GPTs, and I actually made this, and I put a little spin on it. But here is my friendly tech hub. Now, technically right now, it's not going to work because right now this is being hosted locally. Technically, there's no server for this API, or the server is my laptop. And if my laptop is closed, this won't work. I'm going to show that really quick. So I'm going to come to the back of here, and I'm going to really quick, I'm going to call these three devs. So I'm going to do a test. Confirm. And right now, I can't reach that dev. Let's try another dev. I can't reach that dev. Let's call another dev. And I can't reach that dev either. So the reason I can't reach those devs is because technically there is no server, like I said. So what I need to do is actually bring this to life really quick. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to click on that. Now my server is here. And what I need to do is actually change this, and then let's call them again. So now we've talked to him, and right, look, Dev Jervis seems too nervous. He's suggesting that Dev Intermediate or Senior might be better suited with that. So you say, yes, let's do that. Right. So now it's saying, hey, look, we're calling the other dev to the rescue. I didn't have to implement that. It's doing it through conversation. Right. So here it is, stepping up to the task, doing what needs to be done. Shout out to that dev. And let's call the last dev. Sometimes this may take like a little delay when you're doing this in the testing, but that's fine. We see that. We talked to two devs. Now, really quick, I want to talk about use cases about this in particularly, right? Because this is set up to act like developers. What's cool about this is that I make GPTs all the time, especially with actions when it comes to schemas and all those other things like that. Now, what's really cool, if I open another tab, and this goes into a video that I'm about to do, talking about creating my Airtable GPT, is that I used this team of developers. Now I do this all the time, but now I have a mini team of developers that helps me build documentation. So this long conversation is basically me giving them a project saying, hey, I want to build schemas to connect my GPT to Airtable. And I'm going to share this conversation. I won't go through all of it. Right. And I made this very long on purpose, but we're going through all of this. And what we were able to get done was, connect my GPT to Airtable for another video that I wanted to make for some other people in different communities, which ended up being right here, my Airtable. And if I come here to the actions, we can see that we have those actions here. And just to kind of go into this, so I'm going to sign in. And this is a dummy account that I made up earlier. I grabbed a template from here called the Sales CRM template, and I spent up this here. And my GPT is connected to this database. Of course, it's been connected to more databases, but I'm just going to show you really quick how that is and how I use this team of developers to quickly build this documentation a bit faster than I would have originally done. So one, I'm going to list the opportunities from this spreadsheet. Right, so here it is, sending information about this. So let's look at that. Let's see. Ace Poly. Is that what that said? Did I go too fast? Ace Poly second use case. Ace Poly first team. Ace Poly USA. Ace Poly second use case. Priority medium, $18,000. $18,000 medium. So I grab this information here. Right now, you grabbed a good amount of information. Right now, let's create something here. Now, this is going to give me an error. I already know this. That's fine. I believe that's because of how this template is set up that I grabbed. But I'm going to show what's really cool, because since it's connected to this, it kind of can troubleshoot itself at times. So it's going to give me an error and say, hey, there was an issue with creating the opportunity because the last field contact cannot set a value because it is computed field, meaning it is automatically determined by the system. Would you like creating opportunity again without setting this? Yes, I would. So it should give me a one more error, right? And it says, look, I can't do this because the status can't seem to be set because of insufficient permissions. And I guess because this is like a multi-select, it's not, sometimes able to grab this or whatever the case may be. But that's fine, because since you know that, you can just say, that is fine. You can set it to proposal. Right? And now it's talked and it's created that record. So the new opportunity, new tech launch has been successfully created. The priority is high. The estimated value is 50,000. It's a proposal. So let's see if we can find that. Here we go. New tech league proposal, $50,000. It just created that record. Now let's update that record. Right. So the priority is high. The value is $50,000. Right. So it's been updated. The estimated value is now 50. But that'd have been scary funny if that put $100,000. I would have laughed. All right. So we can come back here. New tech launch. Come back. This has been $55,000. Let's update this to very high. Can you also update it to very high? Okay. I guess I can. Oh, you know what? I didn't specify. I meant. Oh no, I did. That's fine. We know it's possible. I just don't want to troubleshoot with that and go through that, because it's, I guess, probably similar to the create. Right. So we've listed, we've created, we've updated. Let's get a specific record ID. Right. So I'm gonna come all the way here. I'm gonna grab this record ID. Right. And now it's telling me, it's sending me back that information. I grab record from, grab that from that record. Actually, to be honest, even though I put in that idea was something different because I'm testing, it just automatically grabbed the last one that I was testing. But if can you tell me about and then now it's going to give me information about this BPS second use case. And then now if I go to delete, because I'm testing this once, of course, but if I was to press, say delete in that conversation or whatever the case may be, it would allow me to do that as well. Oh, is it going to act like it's not going to do it this time? Like I said, sometimes when you're doing testing right here, it wants to be a little slow. Okay, so it deleted. The opportunity has been successfully deleted. Right, and nothing is popping up for that. We don't see any of that record because it was deleted. So that was showing the GPT being connected to Airtable. Now, once again, there are a plethora of ways that you could do this, but I basically used or created my own GPT, once again from the project, which are a team of developers that helps me troubleshoot all my developer needs now, which is really cool. And I'm actually recreating this project because I'm making another version called GPT Agents to GPT Agents, where basically instead of these three personas being technology personas, developers, the agent to agent hub will create and manage any type of personality. So if you are in legal, if you're in writing, if you're in marketing or whatever, it's going to create those personalities. They're going to talk to each other and finish those tasks that you want them to do. This isn't live right now as I have to finish making some of the code, but most of it is set up. It's literally about at 95%. And it's going to be really fun and interesting. And of course, other people can use this and implement it and build upon it. I hope this was a interesting video. In the next video, I'm actually going to be showing step by step how to connect Airtable to GPT, as once again, it's been highly requested, especially after I showed how to connect GPT to another similar platform called Airtable, which is another visual database platform as well. Until next time, have a wonderful day.